Well, I I have a bunch of students who, when they graduate, spend an enormous amount of time angsting, and that is worrying over, is this the right startup or thing to do? And it's okay, but they really don't have the context that says in their career, they have the opportunity to do at least 5 to 10 of them. And so try to optimize that one first decision. It's good to think about it, but don't, advice number one is don't over optimize, your first decision. The second is you should go where your passion goes. If you're not excited about the job you might take or thing you're doing when you wake up in the morning, you need to stop doing it and do something else. If it's just a job, entrepreneurship, let me be clear, being a founder, that's not a job, that's a calling. If you're not called to that, as literally, I can't imagine doing anything else but this, then you've made the wrong choices. You're doing it. And the reason why it has to be a calling is it's the world's most miserable job. It is terrible as a job, but as a calling, it's the world's best adventure. And if you don't understand the difference, then you also have taken a job. Um, but if you can't imagine, like just being immersed in this, then you're going to have a great time. And probably the last thing is don't take yourself too seriously. If your biggest thing is to be on the cover of a blog or a conference or whatever, then you've lost sight of what's important. Important is making things that people want to grab out of your hands, or people will use, or you're proud to show your mother and father, or that you've done, or your kids, and that you could look back and say, I've created something or made a change, of whether it was something physical or something social or something else. As I said, eventually that ties back into the mission of, how do you want to live your life? What do you want to serve? And eventually you're going to come around to you need to serve something other than yourself, God, country, community and family. That would be my advice.